How's it going, everybody? This week, the Gander Outdoors Truck Series rolled into the Irish Hills of Michigan at Michigan Raceway or Michigan Speedway, and Austin Hill gets his second win of the season, which is also his second career win. He won the season opener at Daytona, and he won in an overtime finish because on the last restart, which put them into overtime, Matt Crafton kind of pushed Tyler Ankrum wrong. That caused the big one, people are calling it, here at Michigan Speedway, and that just completely destroyed the whole field almost, except for the people that were pretty much in front of that. And that took out Ankrum, all three of the DGR Crosley trucks, which is Ankrum, Decker, and Alfredo. So Austin Hill wins. He had a solid day. He started pretty decent. And these past 3 weeks, I guess, not including this week, he's finished outside of the top 30. First two because of mechanical failures, and then last week at Eldora because he got crashed in that traffic jam. Sheldon Creed, for the second week in a row, gets second. He got second at Eldora, but he does not make the playoffs. This was the last race in the regular season for the NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series, and Sheldon Creed was in a must-win situation, and he comes up one spot away from making it into the playoffs. Tyler Dipple also in a must-win situation. He got third, but so he does not make it into the playoffs because he did not win. So a solid top 5 finish for Tyler Dipple. Brett Moffitt gets fourth. He won the second stage, had a really, really fast truck. They kind of got on some weird pit strategy. They didn't want to be stuck in the back because it was just so hard to pass. But he got back up to fourth because the cautions kind of fell his way. And top 5 finish for Brett Moffitt is really, really strong. He won here last year in a Hattori truck, which Austin Hill is driving this year. Austin Wayne Self gets fifth. He was on the same pit strategy as Brett Moffitt, and he gets another top 5. That's really, really strong for that small team, AM Racing. Bailey Curry for Nice Motorsports, Ross Chastain's teammate, gets sixth. That's pretty amazing how he got sixth. Really happy for Bailey Curry. He kind of avoided the carnage. Grant Enfinger gets seventh, a top 10 finish. He is the regular season champion, so he gets 15 extra playoff points heading into the playoffs since this is the last race in the regular season. Next week at Bristol is the first race of the playoffs for the Gander Outdoors Truck Series. Grant Enfinger gets the regular season championship, 15 extra playoff points. Stuart Friesen kind of was not good at all today. Last week's winner at Eldora, but he gets the top 10 and 8th. Pretty good. Ray Cicerelli gets 9th. Avoided the carnage. Gets a career day. First top 10 finish. Best finish ever. And he gets 9th. So great job by Ray Cicerelli. Matt Crafton clinches his playoff berth. He gets the last spot in the playoffs because none of the drivers below him won this race. So he makes it into the playoffs. There's only 8 drivers in the truck series that make it in the playoffs. Harrison Burton was also in a must-win situation to make the playoffs. He didn't make it because he didn't win. He gets 11th. He got in top 5 for a little while during this race. Johnny Sauter, 12th. Johnny Sauter has had an incident right after the first stage, which Ross Chastain won on pit road. He came out. Cody Robaugh was trying to pit. Cody Robaugh came down. Cody Robaugh ran into Ross Chastain when he was trying to leave his pit stall, and Ross Chastain ultimately got a DNF this week. Gus Dean gets 13th, a pretty solid day for that Young's Motorsports team, teammate with Spencer Boyd and Tyler Dipple, which got 3rd. Jordan Anderson, 14th. That team, small team, Jordan Anderson Racing, continues to grow, top 15 finish. Christian Eckes gets 15th. He spun like 3,000 times today. Trey Hutchins, the 3rd, gets 16th, pretty good. Cody Robaugh, 17th. He had some problems today. I think he spun, but his other incident was on pit road when Sauter, and Chastain got together on pit road. Josh Rayum, 18th. Jennifer Jo Cobb, 19th. Joe Nemechek, 20th, who actually started in the top 10, had a pretty decent day. Jesse Awuji, 21st. Spencer Boyd, the last of the Young's Motorsports trucks, gets 22nd. Ben Rhodes, he was pretty much the truck to beat after Ross Chastain was out. Maybe he was the truck to beat even when Ross Chastain was still in the race because he was catching him during stage 1, but Ben Rhodes had a problem, him and Todd Gilliland, which gets 24th here. They were both in must-win situations to make the playoffs, so they didn't make the playoffs because they did not win, and they kind of made damage. They were leading for a while each one, but unfortunately, they both finished 23rd and 24th out of the playoffs. Tyler Ankrum gets 25th. He already has a win, so he's safe in the playoffs, but he gets 25th. He had the huge damage in the big one late in the race because Matt Crafton kind of bumped in kind of weird. Anthony Alfredo, Natalie Decker, all parts of the big one. Same with Spencer Boyd, had some damage in that, and Todd Gilliland did as well. And yeah, all three of the DGR Crosley trucks, Decker, Alfredo, and Ankrum. Corey Roper spun during this race, and he hit the wall, the outside wall. Kind of unfortunate, small team, pretty good. TJ Bell, the third of the Nice Motorsports trucks, gets 29th, kind of a really quiet day. Ross Chastain won the first stage, started on the pole for this race, and had pretty much the truck to beat. Him and Rhodes, I think, were the two best. But as Johnny Sauter was on pit road, he was kind of coming out of his pit stall. Cody Robaugh came down trying to get into his pit stall. Ross Chastain was trying to leave, and then that hit into Ross Chastain. He had problems and got a DNF, and unfortunately just didn't have the day he wanted. Camden Murphy 31st, and last in 32nd place is Norm Benning. So that is the Gander Outdoors Truck Series results for the Michigan race, the Corrigan Oil 200 at Michigan International Speedway. And it was a pretty good race. Lots and lots of crashes. Yeah, so Austin Hill gets his second win of the season, his second career win. And yeah, he's actually had quite a bad year this year, honestly. And I clicked on Tyler Dipple. So, as you could see right here, Austin Hill secures Gander Outdoors Truck Series win at Michigan, and Crafton lands the final playoff spot. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. The next video I'll have up right after this is the review and results for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race that happened at Mid-Ohio, and another Austin won. Bye-bye.